Next taxonomical aid is botanical garden. So let us see what are botanical garden. We most of us familiar with the term garden, and also we have seen so many gardens in front of our home, schools, public park spaces, etc. And some legends also know Dil garden. Here not that type of garden. Here botanical garden means collections of living plants for reference. In the sense, plant species are grown for identification purpose. So that whole point is for studying the particular plant species for identification purposes, so that we can make taxonomic hierarchy where this species belong to and what kind of taxonomic hierarchy it follows. And here in botanical garden, plant is labeled indicating its botanical or scientific name and its family. So after studying and identifying and classifying into respective taxonomic hierarchy only, we will come to know its botanical or scientific name and its family. So this is the main purpose of studying and growing the plant species in botanical garden. This is very important. And then we have so many famous botanical gardens. One is Kew, which is present in England, and another one is Indian Botanical Garden, Howrah. Howrah is present in West Bengal, India. National Botanical Research Institute. This is a research institute which mainly focuses research on plant related topics, and it is present in Lucknow, which is there in UP, India. So this is the information about botanical garden as a taxonomical aid. Third taxonomical aid is museum. Let us understand what are museums. Museums are generally set up in educational institutes such as schools and colleges. Most of us are familiar with the museums because in our childhood most of us went for tour where they have shown us one kind of the other museums. Uh, Especially in colleges, PU colleges where science streams are there, they will have that science lab will be there. There we can see the preserved plant or animal specimens. Generally we will see the animal specimens in a jar or a container with a solution. That solution is called preservative solution, and generally biological specimens are preserved in formalin preservative solution. So museums are collections of preserved plant and animal species for study and reference. Here study and reference means that characterization and identification of what kind of taxonomic hierarchy that particular species follow. This is the whole point. Then preserved in the containers or jars in preservative solutions. That means, as I told before, they are preserved in containers or jar in preservative solution called formalin. Especially particularly biological specimens are preserved in formalin preservative solution. And then plant and animal specimens are also will have dry specimens. That means in museums dry species of plant and animals also will be there, where they are completely dried and they kept in for identification purpose. And insects are preserved in insect boxes after a beautiful procedure like collecting, killing and pinning. So larger animals like birds and mammals are stuffed and preserved. That means we have mammals that are huge or birds that are huge, we will stuff. That means we will reduce their mass by applying pressure into fit into particular box. This is the meaning of this sentence. And collection of animal skeletons, that means most of the museums will have collection of animals, particularly in colleges, especially zoology department. The lecturers will try to collect the as much as animal skeletons so that they can give better perspective towards understanding this subject. This will helps students to study with curiosity about that particular species, because from the ages particular species or organism will have particular kind of characters, whether it may be in the bones, how they evolved. Sometimes they will have one kind of bone, through the evolution they may develop another kind of bone system or reduce their bone system to adapt the environment. Like that, to break or study the lineages, they will have a collection of animal skeletons. And also, if we have human skeletons, we can study the bones, what kind of bones we have, what kind of joints we have. So for this information we will have animal skeletons in our colleges. So this is the information about the museum as a taxonomic taxonomical aid.